doing today? I'm Gibson. I'm going to be explaining to you a little bit about fishing techniques and lures and good areas to use the lures in. So I want to start off and explain a little bit about angling and what angling really is. And really all angling is the practice of fishing using a hook. You see how it angles? That's where it gets its name from. It's as simple as that. So onto the lures, there are three really good lure choices that I basically use all the time, and they are crankbaits, jerkbaits, and the Texas rig soft plastic. So I'm going to start off by explaining to you a little bit about soft plastics. There are numerous types of soft plastics. There's worms, there's brush hogs, there's flukes, there's even lizards. So the main technique that you really want to use whenever you are fishing a Texas rig soft plastic is to just slowly kind of ease the rod up and down. It doesn't matter the condition, the area, that is the basic technique to fish a Texas rig soft plastic. So onto the areas that are good for this soft plastic, any area really. Any area that you can throw a bait in and get a good action for it is a good area because of just how versatile the different types of soft plastics are. So I'm going to go ahead and move on and tell you about crankbaits. There are several different types of lifts on the crankbaits, and it all really is to control the depth. So there are the very shallow divers that have a bill like this, the medium shallow divers that have a bill like this, and then medium diving, which goes about 5 or 7 feet. And I don't have a long bill crankbait, but those go very deep in the water. So, and all you do to fish crankbaits are just reel, and then occasionally you pause, and that entices the strike because it mimics a hurt fish in the water or something like that. And a hurt fish for a bass or whatever fish that you choose to fish for is just an easy meal. So, okay, on to jerkbaits, which are pretty much my favorite bait to use just because of the overall, I don't know, you get a good action with it. So this is what a jerkbait looks like. I didn't want to put it on my rod because you see the treble hooks, they'll hook into anything. So the overall technique for using jerkbaits, you get your rod, you tie your jerkbait on, and it's a jerking motion. But it's a jerking motion on a slack line, because if you jerk it on a taut line, it's more of a dragging the bait through the water, and it doesn't give the action that you really are looking for. It's kind of like a steady kind of swivel through the water, and you don't want that. You want a good action for the jerk bait, and jerking it on a slack line gives you the nice wide sweeps of the bait that really entice the fish. So another technique for jerk baits, if you aren't well versed in jerking the bait properly, you can reel it, and all you do for that is, like I said, just reel, and then occasionally you will stop the bait, and it does the same thing as a crankbait. It mimics a hurt fish in the water, kind of just, you know, to entice the fish, because like I said, a hurt fish or something like that suspended in the water is just easy prey for fish like that. So now I'm going to talk about the types of terrain per se that you use for each bait. I've already explained that soft plastics are good for fishing anywhere. Crankbaits, really, they're not very good for grassy areas because it really is no fun to fish and have to constantly pull grass off your crankbait. So really stick to open areas, kind of rocky areas, somewhere like that. That's perfect for crankbaits. So on the jerkbaits, You can use them in grassy water just because you can jerk them through the grass and make sure that, you know, everything's off of there. And while you do get some grass, sometimes if it's really thick, it's a lot easier to just jerk it out of that grass. So I've explained good areas to fish. I've explained what different types of bait. I've explained the techniques, and now all that's left to do that I forgot to mention is how to actually apply a Texas rig to a hook. So what you want to do for this is really pretty simple. You grab the hook or the angle and you thread it through the tip of the nose of your chosen bait. Come back out, run it up along the hook so it's like this, and then run the sharp point of your hook through the back. And then there you go. There's a Texas rig soft plastic. Well, I hope you have enjoyed my speech, and this is the conclusion, so have a good day.